7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Man, oh man, it's Wednesday night, John. That can mean only one thing. Sweetie Tailin time. We're going to have a good show for you tonight. We, as usual, where are we at, John? Where are we, John?
Uptown.
Uptown
English.
girl. Uptown English? Not downtown English?
Uptown. We're in Uptown, Captain's Cove.
Is it beautiful?
Beautiful Uptown.
There we go. We're going to have a good
English.
show. As usual, we got the weekend fishing. We got some Captain's Corner action. We got a topic tonight. We're going to... I'm really hoping that came through, or that's just going to look really weird. But we're going to get low. Talking about that low tide, it's that time of year. We'd love to be talking about catching shallow water grouper, but no! We've been diverted, and we're going to talk about some negative tide fishing. As usual, I am Captain Eric Hasty, and...
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's John King.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Gentlemen's.
Tailors!
Ladies and gentlemen's.
I want to know, John.
Tailors.
Yesterday was Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, did anybody dress up as Captain Eric Hasty and John King for Halloween?
That would be kind of weird.
Did anybody do that?
Nobody can look like this. Nor do they want to.
Speaking of this,
Nor do they want to.
That's a new look, John.
I got a new haircut. Johnny boy, I got in trouble by the tailors.
Yeah?
They were making comments that I was looking like a homeless man. So when they do that, I got to go get a haircut.
There you go.
Yep.
John, I got to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
You going to make it through tonight's episode? You almost died on us last week.
No, I'm good tonight. everything is A-okay.
You're so good, we can see straight through you.
I got a Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
I coughed my lungs out. They're gone. Everything's good now.
All of a sudden, you want to buy some Costa sunglasses, don't you? Just see right through you.
My future's so bright. I got to wear shades.
There you go. Well, John, let's put on the old man specs and see if we got anybody watching.
I can't even see that whole thing. I
No?
can see a light.
Well,
2 lights.
all of the lights. Yeah. It is very bright in here, John. People don't understand what we do to bring them such
entertainment and great quality.
Let me swap over to the right page here, John. Let's see who we've got on. Let's see. It looks like Casey won the first comment of the day right there. Congratulations, Casey. Denise, I don't know what happened there, but Denise is on as well. Dale is on. Rick is making cocktails, says he can't wait. Chris is on, says it's breezy out there on the tiki.
It's water, yeah, it's cold. The temp is dropping.
Yep. David is on. Doug's on. Bonnie with State Farm is watching. There's another Chris. Kevin is on. Jim of Jim's Jigs is on. Sam is watching the show from cold-ass Boston, he says.
Ooh, I'll bet you it is cold there. I'd hate to know what temp's there.
Russell is on. Let's see. Dale says no corn.
That's just weird. Dale made a weird post earlier with some sushi stuck in a dang pancake.
Yeah.
And I'm all about that sushi, but I had to give that one a thumbs down.
That was a no.
Yeah,
No.
Ugh.
Justin is on. Patriot Stand is there. My favorite pirate show. Arr. Jessica. Great haircut, John.
See?
Looking young
That
again,
was one
Rick
of them.
says.
That was one of them that said I better get a haircut.
Yeah.
Yep, I was looking homeless.
Thomas is on. Cool shirt. They like that glow in the dark,
like that?
see-through.
Is that not awesome or what? That is awesome.
Thomas and Cindy. Evening, gentlemen. We are here. It was good meeting you Saturday morning. It's always cool to meet new people, especially ones that have been with the show for a while. So that was cool meeting you guys as well. Let's see. Casey says he caught Denise sleeping again. Uh-oh, the trash talking has begun.
Oh, man.
I believe John is half apparition.
Yes, a complete and total apparition.
What do they call the day after Halloween? Isn't that still something going on? Is that
Patriots Day or Saints Day or something?
All Saints
All
Day
Saints
or Day of the Dead or
Day
something?
of the
maybe?
Dead, Walking Deaders.
The Walking Dead.
The Walking Deadlies.
Walking Dead.
The Walking Deadlies.
Michelle is on. Scott says it's cold in North Carolina too.
Oh, I bet you. North Carolina gets downright stinking cold.
Yeah, especially up there in them hills.
I took my dog up there and it walked outside and it looked back and it came running back inside. It was like, I ain't going out there. It was 17 degrees and that dog said, no, I can hold my pee-pee.
There you go. Well, John, we've got some things to get through here. Tonight will be our last 8 o'clock show for a while.
Yep.
John pointed out that this weekend is that old daylight savings time, change-a-rooney. So next week, 7 o'clock. Mark your calendars, boys and girls, tailors. 7 o'clock next week.
That's right. Well, I know we're going to make a few people happy.
Probably.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it's wishy-washy. Some people like that, some people don't. But, I was telling Stacy today, we can't always make everybody happy, but we could try. We could try, John. That's we try. Don't we try?
We try. We give everything we got till there's nothing left to give.
As Dale likes to say, you get what you pay for.
That's right. Yeah. You get what you pay for. Oh boy.
I do love that. So next week we will be here bright and early.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
If we don't forget.
Somebody help us remember.
That's right.
John and I are getting old.
Yep.
So 7 o'clock next week. John, as usual, we are in Captain's Cove Outfitters.
Beautiful.
And,
man, there's sales going on down here.
There are lots of things on
to buy.
sale right
you
now.
got to get down here and get you some good stuff.
Yep. Now, the prices are too good to mention.
That's right. We can't mention the prices.
But they got Crowder rods on sale.
Get you some Costas there, looking good.
They got a box full of Costas right here on sale.
There's some good ones there.
They've got some of that deep water offshore stuff for sale. Looks like some stuff from Shimano and Daiwa is on sale. They got.
I mean, come down here and get something.
If
Christmas is just
I know
corner.
it's still maybe a little bit early for Christmas, but you might want to come take advantage of this price drops to get some nice Christmas presents. Because I believe that. That significant other or your kids or whatever would really like something new and shiny from the old Captain's Cove.
Yep.
I'd like something new from the Captain's Cove, John.
Heck yeah.
I'm just saying.
There's nothing in here I wouldn't take.
When you get me my Christmas present, I don't mind if you get it on sale. What?
I buy you like a bottle of booze.
You do every year.
Don't you like the booze?
I do.
All right. You don't want the booze? I'll get you some dang jig.
Wow, he likes the booze. He likes the booze. What do we got going on, John? I see some comments popping up here. Oh, they're all fighting back and forth for first commenter there. Ty is on. Jessica's already started Christmas shopping. There you go. So it's tis the season.
James is a lucky guy.
They have put the Christmas decorations up in Crystal River.
Oh yeah, they're already
on the on the old 19
pushing.
right
they're
there.
pushing for people to buy stuff this year.
Buy now, buy often.
That's right.
There we go. So John, it is Wednesday the 1st, and you know what happens the 1st of every month, right? Blackwater Fishing Club.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So tomorrow night at the Blackwater upstairs,
that today.
7 o'clock, Blackwater Fishing Club meeting.
Tomorrow night.
Tournament following on this Saturday, and John and I were contemplating maybe participating in this one.
We're gonna finish this one.
Maybe.
Let's do it.
Maybe.
If you don't get it chartered.
We'll probably be fishing. Man, it's ain't gonna lie, John. It's we should be out there killing the grouper right now.
That's sad.
Killing it.
That is so sad.
It is. It is.
Did you know? I saw a guy wrote an article today about taking scalloping away.
I saw
you see
that.
that?
I saw that in the Chronicle,
Yep.
or I saw an article about that. 'Cause
Boo hoo, boo hoo.
We're gonna talk about something else I saw in the Chronicle.
Oh wow!
So,
I mean, all now. When I was growing up and I was young, I heard the same crap then that I hear now. Ice age, sun's gonna kill us, water's gonna rise, fish are gonna die, the world is coming to an end, and yet here I am still here, and nothing of this is taking place.
Ozone layer, Y2K, greenhouse effects.
We've heard it all, but yet here we still sit.
Asteroids are coming.
Oh yeah, we are some of the either we're the dumbest people on the planet, or all the people that are saying this are just full of beep.
Yeah.
Yeah, beep myself.
It is basically the job of the news to keep us scared.
Evidently, and then these people believe it. I mean, I saw a lady yesterday with 8 masks on. 8. I was like, what are you doing? You have 8 masks on. If
They're
you're sick,
Stay home.
you're not supposed to be out.
Stay home.
If you're not sick, you're making yourself sick with 8 masks, I promise you, because you can't hardly breathe. I mean, and if you're not, then you are re-tried. We'll use that word. There's something wrong with you. Okay? Because I can't pick on them because they are smarter than you. So, what?
Just think you've made it. You made it
I
through
made
all
it.
of that,
I
John.
got through it. I died twice and still came back and kicked that stuff's butt.
We rode bicycles without pads.
Yeah.
And
we
helmets.
drank out of a water hose. We died at the water hose. Maybe that's why I have the scoots all the time. I drink too much water out of the hose. There, I figured it out.
The scoots.
The scoots.
The scoots.
Yep.
We got kicked out of the house in the morning. And you didn't come home until the street light came on.
That's right.
You survived
We
by
survived.
drinking all the neighbors' water hose.
I
water.
know.
That was
because you
that was
weren't
it.
getting the Coca-Cola. You were getting water out of the hose. And nobody giving you nothing in the street. How did we get talking about this?
You.
Back to fishing.
You.
Did I start it again?
You.
Back to fishing.
So there you go. Backwater Fishing Club. Tomorrow. 7 o'clock
With
upstairs
free
in
water.
the backwater. Where I
Out of the
promise,
river.
Where I promise they don't give you water
That's
from
right.
a hose.
We get Coca-Cola there. or what are them things called? Them blue things?
Blue things?
Yeah, the blue things. What are they called? Grapefruities?
Oh, the thing I drink?
Yeah.
The long drink.
Oh, but yeah.
No.
No. Not very good.
No,
Terrible.
those
Don't
things
order
are awful.
those.
Don't
order those. Those are Eric's personal stash.
People are taking a liking to that horrible stuff. You don't want to drink that.
I thought about that after I said that. I was like, uh-oh, Eric's going to be ticked at me. They're going to be sold out.
There we go. So, John, you mentioned an article that you saw, and it happened to deal on scallops.
Acid rain. The aliens are coming. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah. No, the aliens are here.
The aliens are, you're right.
So
no, they left.
They finally admitted,
They admitted
that there are
found them
aliens.
in Mexico.
And what did we do? Oh,
Yep.
yeah, no shit. I mean, no.
You didn't beep. You didn't beep. Bad. Patreon guys is bad beep. You didn't beep. I beat myself.
But I mean, they finally, in Congress,
in
admitted,
Mexico.
yeah, oh yeah, there's aliens.
We got 'em.
we got
Area
this, that,
59.
the other, da.
Y'all said Area 51. We didn't have none there. We have them in 59.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
the problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But the government never, hides
Does John
anything
still
from us.
use his Zebco 202? How did he know I had a Zebco 202?
Oh, you probably
that
talked
guy
about
know
it
me when
once.
I was growing up? No, I never hardly talked about that.
No?
Not much. But yes, I did have a Zebco 202, and I may have one. I know I've got a Zebco 33 that I use all the time. I love my Zebco 33.
Biggest bass I ever caught on
Yeah,
the Zebco
me too.
33.
I would throw that Zebco 33 out there, reel that great purple worm, and it'd get hit. And either I got lucky and caught that big sucker or he broke the line. But a lot of times he broke the line. But every now and then I'd land one on that thing.
You had to upgrade the line.
You had
that was
to.
on the zip code.
Yeah, if you went with what they sent you, man, you could go like this and it'd break.
Well, John, you know, we like to keep everybody informed, and I just happened to see this article today on Facebook, and basically it's from the Citrus County Chronicle, and it's talking about, I guess, the expansion of the Fort Island Trail ramp that, you know, basically already has 4 slots as it is, but they're talking about expanding it and redoing it and all that other good stuff. So, give or take, it seems like there's a lot of people like the idea, and a lot of people don't care for the idea. They say they'd rather, you know, expand the parking lot or work on the one at the end of Fort Island Trail. Well, so this is, we're talking about the middle of the road, the middle Fort Island Trail ramp, the one with the park and all that good stuff there. And they're saying somewhere in the neighborhood of $3-something million to do it.
Why it cost so much money?
I don't know.
Why does everything cost so much money?
I don't know, but I just thought I'd bring it up.
Who gets the money?
This is just one of those subjects.
I know.
Brought up.
Who get the money?
The people that I guess do the job.
Who get the money?
They're talking about it's a group effort between the county and the city, where the county supposedly owns the property, but the city is going to try to get some grants and whatnot to throw in and
they
make
need
all
grants.
this happen. Yep.
$3 million plus grants means $6 million. $6 million man ramp. What do we need $6 million man ramp for?
I think that
why don't you
3.5 is what.
Why
they were
don't
saying.
you put 2 ramps in there and 200 parking spaces and let it fly?
I think the ramps are probably fine.
That's what I'm saying.
We need
That's
the
what I'm
parking
saying.
there. Yeah.
2 ramps, 200 parking spaces.
Got 4. You can
Ain't
fit,
nobody going fishing no more anyways.
it's a 4 slot. As
Everybody
it is.
quitting because you can't keep no dang fish. Ain't nobody going fishing no more anyways. What are you going to fish for?
It's dwindling towards that.
It is. What are you going to fish for?
What are we going to do our next show on, John?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find. Let's see.
Does anybody squirrel hunt?
Yeah.
Can we do a show on squirrel hunting?
You know, squirrel's pretty dang good. You know what's really good is that bird's the chicken of the sky, the ribeye of the sky.
Oh, the sandhill crane.
Ooh.
Yeah, that you can't eat them here.
Oh
but,
yeah, I've had them in another state.
Louisiana.
In another state, I had one, and oh, it was good.
Yep, ribeye of the sky. But yeah, no, just throwing it out there is just news information that, you know, they are talking about doing that for the Fort Island Trail boat ramp.
Well, get off your butts and do it.
Yeah.
How about that? Why everything got to be so talked about? We just fixed the whole problem.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got some comments here.
Oh yeah, duck hunting.
Stupid idea. More parking for those fools that show up after sunrise. Expand the beach ramp, if any. There we go. Needs more docks. Sucks when people are loading and launching at the same time. Yep. Nope. Duck hunting. We got to do a show on duck hunting.
Yes, you know. Ooh,
I've never duck hunted, John.
you know what I'm gonna do?
I don't know what you're gonna do.
A buddy of mine's taking me duck hunting, and I'm getting a duck costume. I'm gonna get a Daffy Duck costume, and I'm going to shoot ducks.
Wabbit season.
No, I'm going to shoot ducks out of
And
a
a
Daffy
duck-
Duck costume.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna go whack, and when the ducks come over, whack, 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 bop, 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 I'm gonna shoot me some ducks.
I want to see that.
We're gonna video it. We're going to video me killing ducks. But I told him you can't shoot me.
No.
Because just because I look like a duck and acted like a duck and walk like a duck, can't shoot Don as a duck.
Can't
He's
do
not
it, John.
one of the ones
No.
in the 6 bag limit.
There you go.
So
All
we're
right.
doing it.
Well, if that comes to fruition, we'll definitely film it. We were entertaining the idea of going to Mississippi and doing some hunting and film that. One of the gentlemen that I know from back in the day chimed in on the show a couple episodes ago when we got the invite to go to Mississippi. So
Me? Can I go?
I might drag you.
I want to go.
We'll film
Please. I want to go deer hunting. Oh, I want deer. I got nowhere to deer hunt. I haven't been deer hunting in so long. I really want to go deer hunting.
it. So we'll see.
Mississippi?
See if we can't make that happen. Yep.
I'm good shot. I hit deer. I good shot.
Well, I say, hey man, nice shot.
I shoot deer right in the neck, drop deer dead.
Yep. Well, that's where you shoot them.
I am a good deer.
Have they opened the one at the beach yet? David, my understanding is that is still closed. Yep. The pier and all that down at that end is still damaged. If anybody knows different, please let us know. But no, and all that's wrong with it is the floating dock is gone. Okay, so they need to replace the floating dock. Well, that probably, you know.
$8 million.
If a few more spaces,
$8 million.
is 3.5 million.
Yeah, $8 million for
floating dock's
dock.
at least $1 million.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Aye.
But John, you know what?
Why didn't
If
they
you-
get the dock back and put it there?
Yeah.
Unfloat it.
Well,
Huh?
it floated away.
So go get it and put it back.
They couldn't find it, I guess.
Oh, it's got to be there somewhere.
We've got to get the drone up, John.
Yep.
John, you know what? If you enjoy the kind of content that we bring you here on We Be Tailin, we ask that you hit that subscribe button, crush that notification bell so you can be aware of
These
when we
two
go live.
yahoos.
Which next week will be 7 o'clock.
7
by the way.
o'clock,
Yeah,
early.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
Early.
gonna yell at you early.
Early. You're going to have to get up early, John, to watch the show. That's 7 o'clock p.m., though. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Early. Early ranting.
John.
Early ranting.
All right, John. It's time for Captain's Corner right here. You know that you are the vessel of, or you're the captain of your own vessel, right? Right.
Oh, Rick Largle says get to Mississippi and hunt deer.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
I've done that several
I want
times.
to go.
Yeah, when I lived in
Don't
Louisiana.
you not let me. I'll
Yeah.
drive. No, I can't. I can't take the van. Damn it.
Well, if you get your truck.
Yeah, if I get the truck, we'll go.
What do you got here?
I want to go kill a deer. When's the deer season open there?
I don't know.
I think it's already open. We might be missing the rut. When him take us.
I don't know. It's all on his property. I gotta message him and let him know we're interested.
Yeah, let him know we interested. I want to kill deer.
I was gonna say I'll have to let him know you're interested.
Oh crap!
John really wants
John
to
will
go.
shoot every dang deer you got. I mean, one deer.
So there you go.
Ooh, wait a minute.
What?
Somebody says I can go John deer hunt with him.
Oh yeah? Who is somebody?
Somebody.
Oh, it's
Don't not
anonymous.
know, it's anonymous.
Yeah.
You can come deer hunt with us in blank.
North Carolina.
Ooh, North Carolina. North Carolina got good deer. I seen a deer in North Carolina once.
There's no Indiana deer.
No, dude. Oh, my buddy killed a deer in Indiana this big.
You and I could split a
Look
deer
here.
from Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. No, my buddy killed like a 170 class buck in Indiana.
What I'm saying,
Oh,
you and I
man.
could split that one.
Yeah, he showed me picture. Oh man, what a buck!
Well, John, let's get into Captain's Corner here. Basically, Captain's Corner is just a local fisherman report where
Oh, so Rick says the rut is stronger around Christmas there, so maybe he's waiting for the rut. Mississippi must have a later rut.
who's waiting for it?
The deer, the bucks, they wait for the rut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can hear the sleigh
That's right.
bells, and
Yeah.
then that's when they know.
Yep.
When they see
On
Rudolph
Dancer
go by.
and Prancer and get them out of my way. I want Ruby and Vixen.
John, let's
Yes.
watch Captain's Corner.
All right, let's do it.
Hey guys, it's James and Jessica. We're out here fishing on an incoming tide, catching a bunch of sheephead. This is like 4th or 5th one. Decent size, all on shrimp. I'm using popping cork, she's using bottom on an oyster bar. Tight lines, guys.
There's no better way to change the subject than just play a video, John.
Put that Captain's Corner on there.
There we go. So
Back to
it
fishing.
looked like they were heavy into the sheep's head, which is telling me that the sheep's head are
They're
starting
fixing
to,
they're fixing to push out. They're
and,
gonna go make a rut.
Yep, and they're gonna hit the
They're
rut.
going to hit
John.
the rut. Once the sheephead are in the rut, we'll talk about those. Tell you how to catch them.
We'll see how much longer we can keep sheep's head. That'll
That's
probably
right.
be next.
That's
on the
next.
list of
Oh yeah.
things
Oh yeah.
to
They're going to
wipe
come out with
yeah.
you've caught too many pounds of sheephead. One must quit now.
Yeah.
They're endangered.
Oh, now Chris is telling us we got to go to Michigan. John, apparently we got to start doing a hunting show. Hunting is where it's at.
Bucks
These
as
people
big
are-
as bucks, as Buicks. A buck as big as a Buick in Michigan. Can I go to Michigan? I'll hunt this.
Yeah.
What? Wait. Who this? Chris, I like to kill a deer. You have no idea. I am great hunter. I sit in tree stand long time. Only pee once.
You can pee in the bottle, John. And
No,
put
no,
the
I
cap
pee
on
right
it.
on. I pee right on the ground. Deer come right.
No.
I shot a deer smelling my pee.
No,
Oh, yes,
John.
I did.
You must.
I peed right on his head.
That's when you had that female pheromone you were taking
Nope.
at the time.
Nope.
Yeah.
I peed
yeah.
on a spike buck's head and then shot him. That's a mean John. That was a bad day there. I kind of felt bad for him. I will. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of felt bad.
John, you know, if you want to do a Cactus Corner,
Send
gotta
in
send it.
your thing to Eric.
Captain Eric gmail.com, Facebook Shasty McNasty Fishing, or text it to
we be rutting?
352-220-3206.
Is that the new show?
We be rutting.
Yeah, we be rutting. Yep. Why you got to do a redneck? Why does everybody hunt got to be a redneck and dip? Not everybody who hunts dips. I don't dip and I hunt. I used to dip.
What kind of noise was that?
I don't know. Oh, I got a story for you. You want a story? This is a bad one. This is a bad one. I got a quick story for y'all. So my daddy was, speaking of dipping, I was riding my horse and they were all riding and they all got out to Copenhagen and they passed it all around to each other. And I said, hey, what about me? And they said, They said, okay, you put this in your hand, you put it in your mouth and you swallow it. Ooh.
Oh, wow. They were setting you up for fail.
Yeah, so I did. And the horse took off running. I trode up, and they caught me right before the fence, about killed me. Yeah, it was bad.
Casey, he does that more than just in the tree stand, I promise you.
Pees his pants in the tree stand. Why do I gotta pee my pants in the tree stand?
Now, I was just having a
didn't pee.
conversation with Casey. You brought it out for
I
everybody.
did not pee my pants in the... Wait, let me hold on. I gotta think about this now. Did I ever do that? No.
Do you have any sleeveless long johns?
You know what I did do in the tree stand, though? I fell asleep.
Yeah, that happens.
But you know what happened? I had the gun laying there, and I had my hands like this laying over the gun, and I fell asleep. When I woke up, I could not move my hands. It locked both of my hands into a full downward position. I had to use my hands to climb down. It was a climber. I climbed down out of the tree stand with a climber like this. I got in my truck, and I drove like this. I drove from Georgia all the way home with my hands locked up like this. I had to go to the doctor, and the doctor said that it's a disease, that your hands can go locked in this, and he had to give me a shot, and it didn't come. My hands were not usable until the next day.
You know what they call that, right?
They say drummers get it, and there's another word, not gay. The drum. Not
No, it's
limp
old
wrist.
it's old T-Rex. You got the T-Rex arms.
Well, no, but you can have that happen, and it locked it.
Yeah,
dude, I literally I didn't know what to do, and I climbed down like that. But for 2 days, my arms were stuck like that. So do not fall asleep with your hands over the gun like that. Very bad idea.
There you go, public service announcement.
Get the button ready, Eric. I'm not cussing. Not since the pins.
There we go.
I do not pee in my pants. I may have pooped in my pants, but I not pee in my pants.
I don't know. I know you've sneezed
I
once
may
or
have
twice.
may have made poopy, but I never made pee-pee.
What a segue into, in case you need...
Yes. Fighting with State Farm will save us.
Oh, Lordy. If you haven't given Bonnie a call yet with State Farm, you need to give her a ring at 352-484-0905 and see if Bonnie can save you some money.
She will.
She has saved a lot of tailors.
Taylor's saving money left and right.
Money. Yep.
Yeah, what do you got to lose?
Yep.
Call.
Yeah.
One of her staff, she's got great staff. We've seen them all at the Halloween party. We've seen them all at the things she goes to. Great people. Give them a call. They'll help you. Save money.
They will.
We need to save money nowadays. This is getting out of hand.
We do. Those depends are getting high.
You're darn right, man. I'm going to keep peeing in my pants. I got to afford to take depends. Now get up there and buy some State Farm insurance.
And I'm still in my pee-pee
Right.
pants.
I'm still in my khakis until they turn brown.
Oh, Lord. John.
There's no saving you, John.
There's not enough
Probably
insurance.
not.
Not enough insurance.
Not enough insurance. Yeah, there's not enough insurance. Oh, God. I need help.
Yep.
I've asked for help. Nobody helps. I've been to the doctor. Doctor, can you help me? No. Nope. They all say the same thing. You need a psychiatrist. What does that mean? Is it psychiatrist or is it psychoiatrist? What are they? They've all said the same thing.
They want you to lay down on the couch, John.
No, they've never tried that.
Yeah.
They did that to me when I was young back in the day.
Yeah.
They took me to
We're starting to figure out
Gainesville.
They're starting to figure out what might be wrong with you. Can you point out on the doll where
this hurts right here? Oh, you don't want to know what they did. They did some bad things to John. So, hey, I was talking to the lady for the wire thing today. She goes, "Can you tell me a story, John?" I was like, "What?" She goes, "You always have such great stories." I said, "I hit a cow." She goes, "What?" I said, "I killed a cow." And I was driving by in the van, same place. I was talking to her about the cow. She goes, "Are you watching the road now as we're talking?" She said, "I can tell you're..."
Do you get a little nervous when you go by there?
Yes. Oh, I do. My pay puckers. It puckers up every time I drive by there.
So I think last week we talked about what we could do for Bonnie's contest that she normally does. And it is the first, so it's a great time to get this started, John. So,
yes, this is kick. Oh, man.
Bonnie always donates something really good to give away.
This is amazing.
And she's really gone all out, this go round.
Yes.
Bonnie wants to make sure some lucky winner has a very nice Christmas dinner.
This is amazing.
It is. So the prize for this month's contest,
listen carefully,
will be a $100 gift card from Publix and a $100 gift card from Honey Baked Ham.
Wow.
So not only do you get a big old ham, you get all the fixins and everything to go along with this. Somebody's going to have a really nice Christmas dinner. Well, this would be Thanksgiving. No.
Oh, this is going all the way to Christmas.
Well, yeah, the contest is this month, so this is going to be for a Christmas dinner or
Well,
whatever they choose to use
yeah.
it for.
So we're going to give it away. When are we ending it?
Well, at the end of this month.
Okay, so it'd be December 7th, December 5th?
We will see November, let's see
what do we take this thing to? We're going wrong. We're going back in time.
So we will choose a winner
December 6th?
on December 6th.
All right,
Wednesday
so December 6th, guys, you can win a $100 Publix card and a $100 Honey Baked Ham. I mean, that feeds everybody in your family.
I'm hoping I get an invite.
I'm telling you, man. And this is as easy as we've ever done anything before on the show.
I don't think it's very hard.
This is easy.
Though I don't think anything we do on the show is very hard.
This is easy.
But this is really...
This one is easy.
Oh, Lordy. Let's see. There you go. See, Rick called you out, pee in the water bottle.
Doug wants to win this one.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll have to call it the ramble button now.
What?
Let's see. All right, so everybody's loving the prize. Tyler is on. He just hadn't commented yet.
He can't stay still in the stand. Yes, I can. I've killed some monster deer.
Yeah.
I can stay still in the stand.
Just quiet.
Well, it's just,
quiet is the hard part.
It's like this. I can't stay still in the stand. Oh.
So, John, we've talked about the prize. What are you going to have to do to win this prize, John?
I don't know. But
Bonnie wanted to make this very easy. And in the spirit of Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Amazing.
I think this goes real well.
Yes.
Essentially, we're going to turn Captain's Cove
into
a food bank.
A food bank.
All you've got to do is bring some kind of canned food, boxed food, whatever.
Something that's going to last, not refrigeratable.
Take a picture of it.
Yep.
Send it to me.
Yep.
We're going to put your name in the bucket.
This is easy.
And basically, we'll just set up a little food bank. So you and then Bonnie will donate it to somebody in need.
One entry
of the food
per
banks
food
or whatever.
item. So if you bring in...
Well, no, we're not going to do that. You just bring whatever and you'll get your name in the bucket once. But I mean, because I don't...
just once?
Yeah, it's just hard to do. I brought 15 things this week, 15 things. Just
just bring in a box full of stuff.
Bring some food.
Bring some food. Cream
Take
of
a
mushroom
picture,
soup,
send it
chicken
to
noodle
us.
soup.
And that's, boom, you've got a
Yep.
shot
$200 worth of food.
for Christmas.
You're bringing food to win food. You're upgrading your food.
And everybody struggles during December anyway.
That's right.
Because it's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Everybody's running around, everybody's shopping, everybody doing whatever.
Y'all buying plastic at
$200 extra
Walmart.
dollars.
That's right, in your pocket.
To not have to worry about what you're
Yeah,
going to
did
cook
not
for
have to
Christmas.
worry about going out and buying the dinner. You've got it ready to go. What?
Easy peasy,
Who
John.
can beat that?
I don't know. Now, we may
Where
have,
Jim's going to put all the stuff out, I don't know.
That's what I was going to say. We may have to do a
Yeah, we
collection
may have to
and
pick
hold
it up.
We may have
Yeah.
to hold it somewhere
Yeah,
else.
we may
but,
have to pick
but
it up.
this will be the drop-off point.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So Taylor's, what do you think about that? Do you think
Yeah.
that's easy
Is that easy enough?
You just bring, some food.
$200 worth of food.
Because what do people like? People like the green bean casserole. What's that?
cream
That's
of
some mushroom soup
Yep,
and
mushroom
some
soup.
the crunchy onion
Yep,
things.
crunchy
I
onion
mean,
things.
boom.
Make
That's
boom.
cheap.
That's all easy to win $200 worth of food.
Let's see. Yep. So Rick, it'll be, you could drop off as many times as you like,
yep.
but we don't want, tit for tat, I guess. So, that's it, just easier to keep track of that way. And then Bonnie says the donation for the food banks will be in the name of the Tailors and we be Tailin. So,
Yeah.
oh, well, there you go. Well, thank you, Bonnie.
Amazing. Let's do this thing.
Bonnie said Doug will pick it up every other day if he needs
there you go.
to. So-
Let's make somebody less fortunate than us get food because times are tough right now. So
is. Oh, yeah.
we got people. We all got a little bit of money. You put a little bit of money aside, do this, and you can win a $200 package. What do we ask for? Nothing.
I don't care how good they keep telling me I've got it right now.
Yep. If Eric takes a box of the onions, don't say nothing.
No. What I'm saying though is I'm
It's
tired of the
just, I
government
will
telling me
get
how
you-
good I've got it
I was
right
gonna
now.
get you
and
some
I know-
onions.
yeah,
Damn it, you start right out of my free onions.
I do like them crunchy onions.
That's why I said that, because you're you ask what I'm making. Am I making the dang green bean casserole? I think, no, I hate green beans. You know what I do, green beans. I flip them off.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
I have
firsthand. I do not like green beans.
On that plate the other day.
Ugh.
Who ate those green beans? I don't even remember. Where were we at?
They were. Somebody was picking on them across from me.
Yeah, I don't
Eric
remember.
might have ate a couple of them,
Yeah,
but not me.
no.
Oh no.
Right.
I got to draw the line with peas and green beans.
So there we go. Big shout out again, Bonnie with State Farm
Thanks
for
from
making
Bonnie.
this happen, and that is somebody's going to be
But
very
think, I mean,
lucky winner.
you it takes all the stress off of you of buying a whole dang dinner. You've got it. Boom. You could call Publix, have them have it ready, pay them the $100, get the heck out of there with a whole thing.
Boom.
Boom.
You know what, John? We're getting close to getting. Like I said, hopefully y'all
Shorty.
are hearing that.
Shorty. Did anybody hear that?
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened was
What happened was we got banned for using that dang lyric on the thing.
should be short enough that we don't get tagged.
That's right. They can't tag it.
So there we go. John, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Salt Life. We'll be right back.
Nice.
Salt Light, the official sunglass partner of the Sport Fishing Championship.
Future.
Building
We are
relationships,
the
John.
future.
That's what we're doing.
We are the people. We are the future.
We are the
We are the
world.
world.
We are the children. All right, so big shout out to Salt Life for being a sponsor for the show. And this is the point in the show, John, where we give you a code for 20% off your next Salt Life order, John. So you go to saltlife.com, pick out all the stuff you want, then you go to the coupon section, boom, type in this code. If you're the first one to type it in, you're going to get 20% off your whole order.
More money to save for Christmas.
Easy peasy. So get them crayons out, Tailors, and let's take a look at this number. Are you ready? Here we go. BB23STKE0R. One more time. BB23STKE0R. What you see in there, John?
Well, don't bring steaks. Bring the ore. The cans.
Steak or BBs? Butterballs.
Butterball turkey.
Steak or
If
butterballs?
you
23
wait,
of them.
I got it. If you come into this and win the $200, you could have a butterball turkey and steaks with the money from Publix.
Bam.
Just
Something
like that. Just like that.
like that.
Just like that.
All right, what do we got? We got
What a
sidebar
deal.
conversation going on. I'll pick you up, Chris. We can drop off our food together.
Aww. Aww. See, that's the way it's supposed to work.
Reunited and it
Friends.
feels so good. Oh, friends. How many of
It'll
us
be
have
about him.
them?
It'll be about him because he
Friends.
passed away. He falled in the tub. One of the
Sorry?
Friends guys falled in the tub.
Oh, that
Yep.
kind of friends.
Matt or whatever or something. He falled in the tub.
Shh, that might be the question, John.
Oh,
Giving away answers.
Oh no, my bad. My bad. Friends, how many of them are there?
Tyler, hang up.
Call from unknown.
Wireless caller.
Call from Tyler Jacobs. Call from Tyler Jacobs.
You know, I usually unplug that, but I have forgotten.
Call from Tyler Jacobs. Do you have any shrimp?
Yeah.
I see 2 cars. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
John, let's talk about a little bit of trip section.
Yes.
Right
What do
here.
we got?
So, just because it's low,
Y'all hear something? Y'all hear something?
just because it's low tide doesn't mean that it's always low when you go back there. Did a little exploring when it was high.
Uh-huh.
And look at all that water, John.
Wow.
Water was so high it was coming up in the grass,
When was
everything
that?
else, and that was last week.
Yep.
Before we went
That
out.
was with
I took
that was the same
Sam out.
place the
Yep.
KFC guy flew over us.
Well, we're going to talk about the KFC guy here.
Yep, the KFC
in just a
chicken guy.
second.
Yep.
But
See,
yeah,
I didn't ruin it.
So even when the water's high, you can still
You can
get
still
back.
catch a redfish?
Get back. Well, you can get back on that backpack stuff.
Yep,
Now, I don't expect it'll be that high very much in the wintertime,
No,
but
it's gonna be low,
you know,
low.
So, oh Lordy, let's see. Tyler said it wasn't him.
Not him.
It's not me. It wasn't me.
I
But I
hear
saw
you
you on
knocking,
the
but you
counter.
can't come
It
in.
wasn't me. And then, John, what did we do? We went fishing.
We went fishing.
on Saturday.
Yep.
And, woo, there we go. Bam. It was negative low then. Yep. So, you had a post, and I just basically ripped all these the pictures off of your post right there. But I mean, that was one of those days where you run out of bait.
Yeah. And what happens when you run out of bait, Eric?
We go in.
No, that's not what happens when you run out of bait.
No, what did we do?
No, you and me, we're looking this way. And Eric says, we're out of bait.
Yeah.
So John turned around to walk back to the boat.
Oh,
We were also out of a boat.
Well, we got to get to why the boat was in that predicament in the first place.
Why was the boat in that predicament in the first place?
We were stuck.
Well, but that's what Tyler does. We were stuck. But when Tyler gets stuck,
Yeah.
Tyler knows how to walk back to his boat.
We walked back to the boat.
We
just had to walk
back
faster.
to the boat.
Knee deep.
That was not knee deep.
It was when I got there.
Well, you're taller than I am.
So John and I had, and we'll get into this subject-wise. We'll talk about when you send it, you've got your mind set on one spot, you send it, and somebody's in your spot.
Yeah,
what do you
you got
do?
to turn around.
Because generally, you're not going to have the gumption or
To run by them.
to
Yeah.
stay on plane and do
Yeah,
all that to
you
get
just
out of that
stop.
area. So, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But at one point throughout the morning, we finally got to a spot where we run up on the rocks and we
were stuck.
couldn't go.
We weren't
anymore.
going nowhere.
We tried to even just shift the boat, move it. We're like, no. So we got out, walked up to the closest oyster bar island. You know, for us it was an island. It's normally underwater, but I got up and just started fishing. And
And we were catching fish and having a good time.
you could throw right in front of you
Yep.
and catch fish.
Yep.
I mean, like almost as soon as it hit the water, bump, pull it
Boom,
on fish.
fish on.
You threw 10 foot to the right, nothing. 10 foot to the left, nothing. But if you threw right in front of you, one after another.
Yep.
And I'm like, John, I didn't really want to camp out here. And I'm looking at our little bucket of shrimp, and we're running out of shrimp.
Yeah, we're done.
So
He's
the
like, we need a few shrimp left for the next spot.
The tide finally started to move in a little bit. And I was like, all right, John, I think it's about time we can walk back to the boat. Which, I mean, was what, 50 yards from us? I mean, it wasn't far, but it was getting there. So
It was leaving.
as we're walking back, it's still there, but as we're walking back, it just decided to pick up and start going.
It was over there.
So I said, run, John!
Run, boys, run.
Because you just had your fishing pole. I had everything
You had
else.
everything else. Yep. Yep. So John's running as fast as he can, Forrest Gump style. I'm running as fast as I can, Eric.
He got it.
I got it. I saved the day.
But we'll talk about that a little bit more here shortly. Because I would have told, we were so stuck. I didn't think that boat was going anywhere for a long time.
It took 2 hours before the tide came in.
But that was
We had 2 hours of fishing right there. Probably hour and a half, 2 hours.
an hour tops.
No, we were longer than that. Oh yeah, we were there longer than that.
Dude, we only had 100 shrimp, and we went through 70 of them right there.
That's what I'm saying.
One
we caught
after
70
another.
fish right there. You know, you can't. Remember, nobody can catch that many fish in that amount of time. You can't tell these people that; they won't believe you. Now, people are.
They're not all big ones.
Oh no,
they're not all big ones.
No,
we caught them from this big to
that
this
big.
big.
Yeah, there was many of this big ones.
But I mean, there's just something said to be throwing and boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun. But let's see. So that was that. Let's see. Moving right along.
I am shorter.
You are shorter.
That's why I was getting wet. Higher up.
John, you know, I'm sitting here starving, and here we're going to talk about Sonny's.
Why did that come up? What'd you do that for?
Because I'm starving.
Oh, man.
Big shout out to Josh and Melissa for supporting the show with some Sonny's barbecue right there. We hope that you go and get you some Sonny's barbecue when you get a chance, because, John, that is some good eats.
Them teas are good, that bread is good, and that Sonny's barbecue pork pulled sandwich with the fries is not too bad of a combo.
There we go. All right, so we got some good questions we're going to have to scroll back up for here in just a second, because I see some good questions in there. So, John, let's get into Spotted by right here. We spotted Laura. She's in the neighborhood, and she found herself
a dang cobia.
It is.
What the heck's going on here?
Then we spotted James right there. Now, I got a little tricksy, and I pulled that from a video. He was, I think,
screenshotted it?
I think he was into kayak, and I had to hit stop and do that, and then the snippet thing, and, you know, I had to do some work to get that one.
I seen him today.
Did you? Mm-hmm. And then we spotted Justin right there. And, John, what's that look like to you? That looks a lot like what we was doing.
That looks exactly like what we were doing. Yep. When the water is low, you get on there and you go looking for your boat.
So he saw that low as well. There we go.
Jessica just used Sonny's barbecue sauce on her chicken.
Nice. All right, John. So now it is that time, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get low. Like
You playing it?
It is. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully that's coming through. I don't know. If not,
hold on. Let me see.
You know,
let's see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Let's see.
Gonna see.
Screenshotted it.
I think he was into kayak. Yeah. Wow, that is so far behind.
Oh yeah, what a lag. That's why I can't win anything.
Wow.
You notice I've never won nothing on this thing?
Yeah.
That's right. That's how far it is behind.
We're just now looking at Justin.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I'm in the same spot right next to you.
When the water is low, you get on there and you go looking for your boat.
So he saw that low as well. All right, hold on. Here we go. Let's see the picture. See the picture? Come on. Nice. All right, John. So now it is that time.
It ain't working. Oh, it is working. Yeah.
The button worked, John. All right. Turn that crap off.
Oh, yeah. Gotta go.
There we go. All right. We're back with you. The low. Yep. Jessica said the music was coming in. All right. See, we could have just looked at that instead.
Just ask the Taylors.
Yeah.
They will tell you.
Yep. Instead of wasting an hour on the show. So, John, low country, low backcountry stuff is something. I don't know that we're privileged to have it or not. I'm sure it happens other places, but
No,
it
we're
sure
pretty
is something.
privileged.
It is something that we're pretty cool to have here, you know, in our area that we get to do. Coming up, I mean, really from now until early March, late February,
Till
early
they shut
March.
off redfish,
you know?
right?
Yeah.
Too many pounds?
Well, I mean, you can only keep one, John.
Too many pounds caught? Too many pounds of redfish?
So we wanted to talk about, one, before we get into how to find a fish, just a little bit of the safety factors. And I saw, and I'm going to have to scroll back up because I saw some good questions up here that we want to answer that kind of reflect into the safety side of it here. So let's see if I can find that here. All right, so Justin asks, how fast does the tide come in? You know, well, how long's a piece of rope? And that's kind of, basically, it's not a question you can just typically answer. So when you have these negative tides, look at your tide chart. Your tide chart's going to give you the best information that it can, but there are several other factors.
Oh, there's a couple other factors.
Yep. So not only do you have to use your tide chart, but you've got to realize what direction that wind's coming from. If the wind's coming from the north or northeast at any miles per hour, it's going to blow that water out even further. And it's going to make it harder for that tide to come back in. Yep. So, you know, how fast did the tide come in? My theory on this, one, and we're jumping the gun because of the question, but my theory on this is don't ever go back in the back very far when the tide is coming out. If you get stuck back there, you may be back there for hours. And maybe even the night.
Yes.
And this time of year, it gets cold, it's freezing, you know, so you may be in a bind if you get, you know, if you go in on the outgoing tide.
There's
and you
nobody
get back there
coming to get you.
And that water, well, nobody can come.
They can't come in to get you.
because you're going to be stuck there with no water. So always try to plan your trip if you can, where you're going to catch the end of that outgoing and it's going to start to come back in. That way you chase the water in. And if you do get stuck, water's going to keep coming and, you know, so on and so forth. So that being said, biggest key on this is don't pull this trip off by yourself.
No.
Never do this trip by yourself. If for any reason you hit a rock hard, you get thrown from the vessel, you know, any of that good stuff, you're on your own, and, you know, that's just not good. Two, if you're one that gets out of the boat and walks around and you get into this, it's not quicksand, but it's mud that you're going to sink in a good ways and you will be stuck.
It's quicksand. You're getting stuck.
And if you are by yourself, you know, that's
you're done.
Yep. So that's
and another thing is you're walking around in oyster beds. If you slip and fall and you put your hands down, guess what's going to happen?
Razor blades.
You are razor blade cut. And you talking about A, nasty, B, nasty, and C, nasty? That's nasty. When you almost have to fall on your rod and reel if you go to fall. I've fallen. I fall on my rod and reel. I don't care if it breaks because I don't want it in my hand. You've got to be careful.
If you got that jacket and everything on, you almost got to do that roll.
Yes, roll. let it land.
Do
on
that
the
roll. Don't.
Yep.
You know.
You don't want that funk, and keep some stuff on your boat to clean yourself up if you do happen to fall. You know, and again, mud. I've seen Tyler get stuck, and Tyler had to stop, drop, and roll, and pull himself out with his rod and reel because it was dangerous.
Yep.
You know, Tyler will tell you, this ain't no joke, man. I went to save him and I sunk right away. I was like, I can't save you. And I looked at Andrew and Andrew's like, well, if you sunk, I'll sink. Yeah. I'm like, I can't. I said, but you're taller.
I'm going to hand you a stick.
Yep. I'll stick you out. But yeah, we've seen this firsthand and it can get dirty. Eric's rescued me before. He pulled me out. I was stuck on that bar.
John doesn't do well when he gets out of the boat anyway because of his leg situation and all that other good stuff. So he makes me a nervous wreck when he's walking on the oysters anyway. So speaking of which, all right, you want to make sure that if you were walking around in the oysters, you are not doing it in flip-flops. Nope. You're not doing it in Crocs. You're not doing it barefooted by any means, you know. I brought these out before, and this is my sexy, you know, this time of the year apparel right here, but this is just a good old, you know, boot that sits up about this high that I've cut and modified that I can wear with shorts. And that is, you know, got sand and everything coming at it. But I mean, you could see you're very well protected. You could walk around on them oysters.
You need
everything.
thick bottom base shoes. You cannot have thin because it'll cut through the bottom.
It'll go.
Oysters will go right through it like a knife.
Those. Yep. So that's good. When John and I were fishing, I mean, I think I was wearing shorts.
I had hunting boots on and pants.
Yeah. So I mean, this time of year, it's not cold yet. You can get away with that and be fine. But you want to have something solid on your feet. The next alternative, as when it starts to get cold and you don't want to be touching that water too much, is something like this, and they call this a hip wader. And basically, it's a boot with whatever foot size you are that comes all the way to the top, and it has a little belt right here that hooks into your belt and holds onto your belt, so that just sits up, like so. And you obviously
That'll keep you dry.
You have 2 of them. And that keeps you dry up to about
up to a point.
Your crotch area. So if the water gets a little bit too deep that you're walking in, if you turn in different ways or whatever, you will get some water, that comes up.
It'll come in there. And
so,
nothing's more annoying.
So that's a pretty inexpensive way to get out of it. They do sell those at Rural King. They tend to sell out of them because people buy them up pretty quick, early in the season. But, so that's an option. One of the main things I wear, they call this a waist wader. And basically, these are the neoprene sock foot type wader. And these come, and they just like your normal belt or whatever. The belt cinches up at your waist, so these are a waist.
You wear a boot with those, right?
And you wear a boot with these.
Okay.
So that neoprene foot,
you slide
it into, and if you give me 1 second here, John, you slide it into something like this, and they call that a wading boot. And again, that's going to have that big solid bottom,
solid base.
Not going to get the oysters or anything in them. These shoes are made to get wet. It's a wading boot. They come in a felt, which I give or take here. I prefer the more tread style bottom, so that's what you wear with those. Your foot does get wet in that. It's neoprene. It's just like putting on a wetsuit. So you put your foot in there, your foot does get wet. It's cold at first, but then it warms just like a wetsuit does. If that bothers you, you can get something like this. They call this seal skin. 100% waterproof sock. So you put this sock on first, and then you would put that into the neoprene sock. So that keeps your feet nice and dry. And
They killed a poor seal to make these?
Yep. They're made from real seal skin.
Aww. It's so wrong, but so dry.
But so dry.
So dry.
Are you willing to kill a seal for your company?
I'd beat the crap out of that seal.
And then, John, and you've got what they call the old chest waders. And kind of just like the bottom waders, you're going to have a sock foot, just like that.
A seal foot.
And then these come all the way up, just like a pair of bib suspenders, and keep you. And that's really the ultimate.
That's your favorite.
Well, it depends.
It depends.
If I know that I might walk through a little bit deeper hole or do whatever the case might be, that works out, really well. So. Protect yourself. That's going to keep you warm. It's going to keep you dry. The biggest thing is it's cold this time of year.
Yeah, keep dry.
So if you're getting back there and you fall over, which John has done, your feet will get stuck in the mud, and you'll go to pull up and step, and your foot doesn't come, and then you fall. Yep. So have a spare change of clothes in the boat somewhere in a dry bag.
A towel.
Because
all the goodies.
Knock on wood. Yep. I haven't fallen in the water yet, but I know that John has. John hardly ever brings a jacket anyway. He never brings anything to change into. So John's miserable.
Tyler
the entire
can attest
time.
to this.
Yeah.
I once brought a hat.
Clubbed baby seal socks.
Yes.
My gosh.
Oh man, the poor seals.
There we go. So Laura sounds like she wears some waders. She says Sims waders are worth the money. Yep. Let's see. I use neoprene chest high waders. There you go.
When you park the boat on the rocks, it's 1 hour later and it's gone, Justin. Just so you know. You've got 1 hour.
So, if you are going to leave your vessel, and it's always works out if you have a power pole, put the power pole down. You're stuck, put the power pole down. In addition to that,
Throw the anchor
the
out.
tide may come in faster than what you think.
That's right. It could happen.
And your power pole doesn't adjust.
Yep.
It's to that one
It'll
setting.
float
So if
off.
the water comes up higher and pushes it up, you'll lose your boat.
Yep.
So throw an anchor out
Yep.
as well. So that's just double precaution. What John and I did, we were in close proximity to the boat. We were stuck enough that we didn't think that was going to happen, and it still happened. So, I mean, it can happen that quick.
Happen.
For us, I mean, we might have total depth might have got waist deep, but it wasn't cold yet. So I mean that works out. So
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
My jewels were cold.
Yeah. Well, you splashed it. You were
Oh,
catching
they
the
were
splash.
wet. The jewels were wet.
But you know what? It wasn't cold though.
Yes, they were.
The air temperature wasn't
No,
cold.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
But they were.
But in another month or two, you'd be miserable. There we go.
They would have been gone.
So there you go. So that's some of what you need to wear, especially if you're going to get out of the boat. If you're going to get out of the boat, just be aware that, every step you take,
be careful.
Think about it. Don't be in a hurry for anything because you can slip and fall. You can get stuck and fall.
Yep.
It's just, so.
Tyler and Andrew are way better, and Bill Nass are way better than me at walking. I don't know what it is, but my knees just can't do it.
Yep.
I'm old.
You suck at it.
I suck at it. I suck again. The four of them are way better than me. They take off, they're gone catching fish, and I'm still back there treading.
Yep. Tips for this. If you leave the boat, Captain's Cove has one. It's a smaller bait box. I was toting around last year the bigger bait box full of water, full of shrimp. That thing gets heavy. I think it's the 7.9 quart or something like that.
The little dude. You got
much,
the little dude.
Much smaller.
Yep.
Easier to tote around. So bring the bait. Bring your jig heads.
Yep.
Bring them
your
jigs heads.
extra,
Bring your line. Bring whatever. Yeah.
And a cutter. Bring you a cutter.
Take these things with you because you don't want to walk away from the boat, have to walk back
with
to the
three
boat.
shrimp. Because if you do and you find a hole of reds, your 3 shrimp are gone first 3 casts.
Yep.
Because these fish are holed up together by the hundreds, thousands.
Yep.
Who knows what you're going to run into back there? It's amazing.
So now that we've got you prepared, you know that you're not going to go by yourself. You know what to wear. You're going to bring that spare set of clothes.
Yep.
Let's talk about fishing.
Oh man, it's amazing.
So you're going to run your boat. Be careful. We talked about earlier. You've got a spot in mind, and you're going to go to this spot.
Yep.
But you've got to realize, unless you're in an airboat, John, whether you're in the jet boat or you're in the mud boat, when you stop your boat and it's that shallow, that's where you're going to be.
Yep.
And if
be prepared.
If you come up on your spot and all of a sudden there's a boat there, and you're stopped, you're going to be there.
You either turn on a dime, which is hard to do with the jet because it flies out from underneath you, or the mud boat. And you're going, there's only certain paths. So when you turn with a mud boat, you have to turn on a dime. Well, you can't. So you've got to make sure you don't hit rocks, because if you do and you lose momentum, it's done. That's it. You're not going to get out of there. You don't have enough room to take off.
So Rick comments that, now it sounds like it might be too much effort.
It is a lot of effort.
So it is, but you don't have to get out of the boat. To me, getting out of the boat and walking around takes me to another place. In time. It reminds me of when I was a child and walking to the different ponds and walking the lakes and doing all that. It just takes me to a different time. So I mean,
walking up on a new pond every time.
I walk up and I just start catching fish and my mind goes away, and it's just it's a blast. Now, you can do the same thing. You don't have to get out of the boat. You can drive right up to a lot of these spots
and sit there
in the boat and fish. I take out a lot of clients that are
not going to get out of the boat.
Not going to get out of the boat. They either can't or physically can't, or they're a little large, whatever the case might be. They're not getting out of the boat, and you catch fish. But getting out of the boat really takes it to another level. And it's just really, really neat to be back there and see something different. But when you can get out and walk around, like I said, it's another time, it's another place. It just really, really takes me back. And
you're going to see nature's beauty at its finest.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see fish tailing. You're going to see fish moving. You're going to see fish you can throw baits in front of. You're going to see fish in a hole. and you can throw to them and catch them. There's just so much cool stuff. You're going to see otters. You're going to see deer, hogs, possible alligators, bobcats. You see very few people on a trip like this because you're going to where only 3% of an airboat or a mud boat can go to, or a jet boat, because that's all there are fishing, which is a great thing.
Now, I will tell you, I don't know what happened Saturday. Saturday was bring your airboat to work day, because everywhere there was airboats on Saturday.
But we did end up on a couple creeks they weren't around.
Yeah. But it was just funny to see so many airboats out on that particular day. I don't know why. This past day was so, worthy of such.
Seabass did a plug for himself.
Yep.
He says you knock a hole in your boat, he can repair it.
Yeah. Well, that's all you got to do. Call Casey.
I know a guy that once shot a hole in a boat.
I know that guy.
You know a guy too?
Yeah.
Casey could have repaired that.
He could have fixed it easy.
Yep.
But you know what fixed it?
A can.
Beans.
Beans. Was it bushes?
It was riveted and RTV'd and
good to go.
And then off we
right.
went.
I don't need no stinking weld. That boat needed a weld.
So, can you describe where back there is? So back there is where most fiberglass boats
cannot go
get to.
Yeah.
So
no.
So let's just say I saw Thomas and Cindy in Yankeetown. So you come out of the end of the road ramp, 40. You make a right, and you just keep heading for the trees.
That's right.
That's back there.
That's back there. This when we're talking water here, we're talking you drive through water, that much water.
Yep.
Now, you can keep going through that much water. The problem is you can't have that much rock. And there's plenty of that much rock out there and that much water. So a regular boat with a prop is not going back there. You will lose your whole boat part done.
Lower unit.
You're not doing this. You have to have a specific item to go fishing in these specific spots. It's not, but it's beautiful. But because you're seeing everything. You see the crystal clear water. You see the reds sitting there looking at you. You see sheephead. You see stingrays swimming around. We saw stingrays. They were swimming around Eric's boots. They were coming in and out. It's crazy stuff what you see back in there.
It's
beautiful.
It's what you see and what you don't see.
Yep.
So you may be standing in ankle deep water, and you throw to a dark spot. That dark spot might be a foot deep.
That's right. But that's all it takes.
And you throw into that foot deep spot over and over and over again, continuing to pull a fish out every cast.
It's boom, 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 boom.
It is.
Me and Eric were heading to a spot, and we didn't make it there. So we thought we were stuck. Well, me and Eric threw our lines out. And after 7 or 8 minutes, all of a sudden, Eric got a bite. Boom. Eric's like, oh. And then I got a bite. Oh, there's fish right there. In 7-10 inches of water, that's all they needed. They were sitting there because all the other water's gone. So they congregate into that spot. Sure. So you need to, Thomas and Cindy, you need to rent Eric for the day, and he'll take you back there and show you how beautiful it is. But it takes a specific boat to get there and do it.
Well, you typically you need a mud boat, you need a jet boat or an airboat. Those are the three tickets to get you to the game. It's kind of what you need, and
you're in the God's greatest, beautiful, amazing stuff you can see.
What you're looking for back there is obviously when you're back there and there's nothing. When there's nothing, you're looking for water.
Yep.
Wherever there happens to be a pocket of water, there's could be fish there.
Yep.
And like I said, it may only be a foot deep.
Yep.
You still throw an artificial in there, you still throw a shrimp in there, do whatever, and you see.
It takes one cast to show you holy mackerel, because when that bait hits the water and it goes down and you feel tick, 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 it's on.
So you don't need really heavy tackle.
Nope.
As the current picks up, you should be moving anyway, because as that water is pushing back, those fish are moving.
They're going back.
As soon as those fish have somewhere to go, they're going to go. So they're not going to stay in that spot where the rushing water is going to be for very long.
Nope,
Once they've
move.
got an ability to move, they move, and they're just going to keep going further and further back. These fish are back there. They're hanging out around the warmer rocks. The rocks heat up with the sun coming, so they're hanging out around those warmer rocks.
All your bait gets back in there.
They're in the little deeper sections. Typically, Jim's jig head, 30-pound test, fluorocarbon, 10-pound braid.
Yep.
And you just kind of go to flinging. And
Just let it out there. No bobbers. Just let that thing hit the bottom.
So you can use bobbers.
You can, but you don't need them.
There's several different ways to do different things. You know, a lot of people like to use the mud minnow.
Yep.
And they'll take the mud minnow and have it on the bobber, not where it can sit on the water to be real shallow.
Yeah, you
And
got to have a short bobber.
Where that mud minnow is just to kick it and make it, and it won't be long if there's fish there.
They're going to eat it.
They're going to eat it. Now, John says we caught 70 fish on Saturday. At least 70 fish.
Oh, maybe more. Yeah, that's a minimum.
They're not all trophies.
No.
You know, you'll catch a lot of them. You'll catch some big ones. You'll catch the small ones, but you'll catch reds. You'll catch snook. You'll catch
Trout.
Sheep's head,
Whiting.
Trout. We caught whiting this last go round. Yep. So I mean,
stingrays. I mean, it's all back there.
Everything that bites on the outside is back there, you know, as well. You've probably caught the biggest flounder.
Yeah, I caught the biggest flounder with Tyler I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And Tyler's caught one of the biggest flounders he's ever seen in his life doing this. I mean, this is trophy area, and when you hook a 28-inch redfish in cold water, he fights like the Dickens. This ain't no joke when these things take off. I mean, you think you've got a 40-inch fish, a 28-inch fish.
He's a little spunky.
Yeah, they're very spunky.
Now, that being said, prior to that, they're lethargic. They're cold. They your presentation, whether you're using live bait or you're using artificial bait, is going to be slow.
Yep.
You want to move that bait slow if you're moving it.
Slow.
You know, again, these fish are lethargic. They don't want to waste the energy chasing something. Once they're hooked, it's on.
Yeah, it's on. It's amazing.
Let's see. Sounds pretty simple. Just need to make friends with someone who has a helicopter. Well, it's funny that you mentioned
funny
a
that
helicopter.
you bring up a helicopter.
John, did you know that the FWC has a helicopter?
I got a brand new helicopter with a beautiful paint job on it that says FWC. And they flew right over the top of us so we could see FWC.
They kind of hung out.
Yep.
Right on top of us there for a little bit.
Yep.
I waved, and then they moved on a little bit.
Yep.
You could see them hovering over what must have been another boat across
click.
the way.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing.
It was interesting.
What gets me is I think they were counting how many people were fishing to see what it did by shutting grouper off, how many people were red fishing. That's what I've got, a unearthly feeling they were doing a count.
I mean, God only knows. But that's the
They were
first
up to no
time
good,
I've
I'm sure.
ever seen. And I asked around. It's obviously not a new helicopter. Other people have seen it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But I mean, there's
helicopters are expensive to operate.
When you think you're being sneaky back in the back,
you
know
ain't.
that helicopter just come right up.
He just came out of nowhere. I was peeing. I was like, hi. Woo.
Yep. They got lots of drones too. It says. All right. Well, there you go.
Oh yeah, they got all those goodies, little thingies.
So. Basically, like I said, you're going back there. You're looking for, those pockets. If you could find those pockets,
if you find a
you're gonna
5
find
foot
the
hole
fish.
back in there where there's no water,
five foot hole's going to hold a lot of fish.
Oh man, you find that one holy grail hole, it's on, and they're back there.
Now, people struggle, because they don't. I'm going to go back there, but I don't know where to go. All that. Do your research. One of the easiest things that you could do before you ever get back there, bring up Google Earth, Google Maps, any of those, put the satellite view on, and just start looking at the creeks. You can zoom in as tight as you can, and you could see what's really shallow, and then you could see the darker spots, and that's
your bingo.
That's going to be, where you need to start looking, So if you don't have any ideas where to go, just bring out technology. Just start looking. As much as we like Florida marine tracks and all that good stuff, those tracks don't run back there.
Yeah,
that's
they're not going to do that. That's putting in harm's way.
Yeah, that's for them. Even their low tracks.
That's right. They
don't go back there. So
too much changing going on negative low tide.
You'll have to create your own paths and all that good stuff. But that's what you want to look for. Get on the old Google Earth, the Google Maps. Look for the dark spots, and that's where you want to start getting your ideas. Try not to bite off more than you could chew at one time.
Yeah, learn slowly.
Learn a creek. Come back out the next time. Learn another creek. There's a zillion creeks out here.
Plenty of room for everybody.
Yep. Let's see. just put a tracker on Tyler's boat.
Ooh.
So, you know, I guess that's the way to do it. You know?
Tyler's checking his boat now. He's out there going, what?
Yeah. What? So, does anybody have any questions? We answered a couple of ones. Does anybody have any questions on, you know, any of this that we do backcountry? Like I said, I only look forward to this time of year if I have a means to fish back there.
Yeah.
If I don't have a boat to do it, this is a miserable time of year. I absolutely dread trout fishing. I think trout fishing's boring as hell. But the snowbirds come down and they get a kick out of it. I mean, I am still trying to make a living, but if I could convince them to go in the back and catch reds and things that pull drag,
the beauty.
I'm gonna try to sell that as much as possible. So let's see. No questions are popping up yet.
Nope.
You know,
We covered it.
I can't believe that we covered it so well, John. That
We covered it.
Nobody has a question.
That's right. We're that good.
Let's see. Let me scroll back up here. We got a comment on here about taking extra drinking water and food. That goes
absolutely.
along with the set of clothes for sure.
Make sure you put your old Twinkie in the pocket.
Just imagine that you got stuck out there overnight. You know, take whatever you would need to be warm and fed.
Yeah, Andrew just said definitely not as easy as it sounds or looks. Be prepared to put yourself and your equipment to the test.
Oh yeah.
If you're just trying to figure it out, that's for sure.
Yep. Denise says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Denise is ready to go to bed.
Oh, okay. Maybe they revive. Tonight you're gonna win.
So
Salt Life hat.
there you go.
Some used cake. Oh, never mind. No.
John's half-eaten bag of chips.
Nope. Q8s. Calcutta sun catcher. 2 DOAs to throw into the pile of 1 foot of water.
Yep.
Some Jim's Jigs heads to do it with. And Sonny's Barbecue, where you can get your free dinners right there.
Yep.
And 20% off some Salt Lifey.
Yep. You get your own personal code.
Yep.
You didn't hold that up there too long. Nobody got that number.
They
did
couldn't do it.
Woo,
Nope.
man.
Yeah, nope.
All right.
No code stealing.
So, boys and girls, tailors.
Code talkers.
Chris says it's freaking cold and he's drinking. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up for you, Chris. Tonight's question is a fill in the blank. I need the word that we're looking for. I'm sure there's probably a few different words, but we're looking for one particular word. Okay, so let's
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Spell it.
All right, here we go. As you know, we've got the Captain's Cove bucket. We've got 5 sheets of paper. The 5 first right answers that we see get put in the bucket, and then we draw a winner. All right. Are you ready for this, John?
Too easy. I know the answer.
It's staring you in the face.
Yep, I know the answer. I got this one. I got it.
So let's see here. All right. I am on the right page. It is not this.
How are they guessing that? Oh, that's funny. That is funny, man. They're all going with it. Where did they come up with an answer to no question?
Because you said it was easy.
I said supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Spell it.
All right.
That is not easy.
All right. Tonight's question, fill in the blank. Here we go. As the tide rises, water moves towards the shore. This is called a flood current. As the tide recedes, the waters move away from the shore. This is called a blank current.
It ain't low.
One more time. As the tide rises, water moves towards the shore. This is called a flood current. As the tide recedes, the waters move away from the shore. This is called a blank current. And answers are coming in. It's amazing how they both come in at the same time with me.
It is.
I need one more. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Laura D. All right, we've got some names to go in the hat here. So the answer we were looking for was
dumping. It's not dumping?
No, it's not dumping.
Oh.
Dumping is what you do when you sneeze.
Oh. I thought
So we were looking for ebb. Ebb was the word we were looking for. This is called an ebb current is the word we were looking for. So we've got Adele knew that. Denise knew that. Kev Dog knew that. Tyler got it. And Laura D got it. All right, there we go. So John, those 5 names are in the bucket. And I'm giving them the shake.
do the shake.
All right. Grab us a winner from the Captain's Cove bucket.
I got
Just
one.
All right.
I got one.
Laura D. There we go. Congratulations.
Laura D is down at OPP.
I'm wondering if that's the Laura I gotta send a package to.
Nope.
Is that a different Laura?
Different Laura.
Woo! Because I still haven't sent
You
that
still
other.
haven't sent her other one?
It's still
Boy,
in
you
my
better
truck.
hope it's a different Laura D.
Oh, Lordy. Well, congratulations, Laura.
Better send her stuff in there with all that thing.
It's so far.
It's so far.
She's so far.
So far away.
Hope everybody had a good evening. We enjoyed tonight. Congratulations on getting low. Whoop. Whoa. A twofer. Yep, we're going to have to send her a big package.
Big package.
All right, John.
We were just waiting for her to win that one so we can send it to her.
We knew it was coming.
We knew it was coming.
So, John, we're going to go ahead and end it up right here. We had a fun night.
Man.
Everybody be careful. We'll see everybody next week at 7 o'clock instead
That's
of 8.
right, 7.
Yep. Tight lines. John Weeby Taylor is brought to you by Shasty McNasty Fishing.
Cap's Cove Outfitters.
Knotty Tails.
Jigs.
Filletzall Blades.
Aquatic Nutrition.
And that Q8. Plash Lights.
Karrie's Custom Rods.
Bonnie with State Farm.
Save money. Caddycan.
Native Nautical Mailboxes.
Salt Life.
No Power Pole.
Sea Bass Welding.
And some Sonny's Barbecue.
And get out there and get your food down here to win $200.
Woo! See everybody next week. Peace out.